ship date, order line number, customer name, item description, item 1, item 2, kick it, and then you want your form, and then dim 1, dim 2, piece weight, kick that, sales, warehouse, center status, and then status date.
Okay.
Kind of everything we just did. And then we got this cool screen. So I don't expand all of the columns just yet. I right click on this whole column, format cells, click on date, and then it puts everything nice like that. Control A highlights everything. And then we're going to right click and we're going to go to our borders. We're going to do all borders. There. And then on this order release number, I delete the order, everything in between order and number. And then I expand that to the fullest. C and D, I drag out to like 210. And then right click on status date, right click this, but then I also bring this back in because it just shows a bunch of blank space. Right click, kind of shrink up the space at that point. But then control A again, that highlights everything. We're going to go into data, we're going to go into sort.
Oh, I forgot to do that part.
Add levels, we're going to do by ship date, and then we're going to do by company name, order number. And then we're going to hit filter, and we'll add a filter to the top of everything. And then we are going to freeze the top row. And then that's pretty much it. I delete that, so that's blank. This column's really good, like say you're looking for orders out on the floor, you have like a space to kind of write things. And then here, I changed that to ST. And then I know you did the formula first, but that's kind of one of the last things I do. I right click here. I want changing and essentially the blanks, because all that stuff is not released to production yet. And then if there's one that says deleted, I would click on those two, because that obviously that order is deleted. It will pull all these up, and we will delete all these. Control Shift down, goes to the very bottom, and we go all the way over, and we're going to delete all this. So then it gets all that funk out of our stuff. And then right click here to insert a column, and then this is where we do the formula. Enter 3 parentheses, go over to dim 1, plus, go over to dim 2, times, go over to your ST, times, go over to your pieces, and then tab. And then you are going to right click here, you are going to copy, go over, control down will just take you to the bottom without highlighting anything. Control Shift, go up, and then we have to right click on this, because we're not going to just post or just do it just a standard paste. We just want to paste the formula, and it will translate that formula across all that. So now we're to that fun part, enter in square inches. And then we are going to, we're looking for all of our bar is what we're doing right now. So select all, we're going to go all the way down here to blanks, because bar normally only has 1 cut dimension. So that is all this fun stuff. And we are going to make all of these, say blue. You can pick whatever color you want. It's just be consistent with your colors. And then under your item description, we want to find our forging. So you'll type your forging, it'll bring up all your forging jobs in the building. And we're just going to drag it out, and then we're going to make all those green. So then when we look at this, we know, okay, all our greens are forging, all our blues are yada. You don't have any CNC work at the moment, but you do have water jet stuff. So I would just loop those into the same thing. It just fell within the search that we did recording bar, but you can just type in water jet in the center status, and then we can make this some funny color, we can do purple, and then we know that's water jet.
Okay.
And then with CNC work,
That's the one that's being cut right now, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yep. And then if you're ever looking for CNC stuff, you want to go in here and it'll just have a bunch of part numbers. You deselect essentially all this and leave the part numbers and kill the blanks, and then it'll pull up just the CNC stuff. And then you make those like say yellow or something. But now, so we are to about the final step before we start making copies. I like to shrink all this up, the first 3 columns, right click, format cells, number. I like to do 2 digits on these because there's 2 digits for some of the cutting. And then I shrink them all up, and then it buns that up, and then I do my remaining 3. Format cells, number, I put my 1000 separator in there, but I also take out nothing after the decimal because it really doesn't matter for these. And then it makes our quantities for our piece count looks good. And then shrink them up. So then here we go. We got all that fun stuff. Now we can make copies of everything. Move and copy, create copy, move and copy, because we're going to make 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
First one's incoming. Second one's production. Last one is shipping. And we'll just start with the shipping one because that's the one we are on. And you just want to go through and deselect on center status anything that is in the shipping queue. And we are going to delete all this. So then anything left on this is all in shipping. Stuff that is ready to be shipped or needing paperwork to be shipped. And then we go into incoming. We are going to do the same thing. We're just going to deselect incoming. So it should leave everything else left. And then we are going to delete all of this, which then just leaves our incoming work. This is the fun one. So we're going to essentially deselect everything that what we left available in the other one. So we want to leave incoming, we want to leave the shipping, and then we're going to select every other step. Processing as well, leave the shippings, and then the water jet. Because this is all incoming or shipping stuff. And we're going to delete that. And then it brings us this fun deal of all this fun stuff. Control Shift A. We're going to go into data, subtotal. Okay. We're going to deselect status date. I'm going to go up to ship date, select that one, change this to count, and then replace current subtotals, and hit OK. Pulls it up, starts breaking everything down here. We want to get rid of all these colors in between each date. It helps with the eyes when you print out the report. And you want to just select on the years, and then hit OK, and then it'll bring this, and then we can just make this all no fill, and we are done.
Very cool.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.